Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Sinclair, conductor and artistic director of the Bach Festival Society, and I'd like to introduce a program to you and hope that you'll come and join us. The program is Romanticism and Resurrection. It came from an idea of there's so much great music about the time and the last time of Christ and the passion of Christ and the resurrection and the Easter time that we don't hear. And the Romantic composers really thrived in this area. Let me introduce you to a few of the pieces. A piece from Edward Elgar, the opening overture. It's a meditation from his Light of Life. And then on to a César Franck, Psalm 150, which is a glorious, beautifully orchestrated piece for choir and orchestra, very powerful telling of that text. And then on to Mascagni, the scene in prayer from his opera Cavaliere Rusticana, considered one of the great success stories of opera in its time, and still considered one of the great pieces, and it was certainly his masterpiece, and he was an immensely famous composer in his day. And then on to a piece by Gall, Arthur Gall, a British composer that is not so well known in this country, but in his own country, his pieces sold immensely well, and this was a standard in the oratorio repertoire. We're going to do a movement from there, a cherubic hymn featuring a bass soloist and the women's choir. Now, basically, the program has each of our guest soloists. We have three of them for this concert: Mary Wilson, soprano; Robert Brough, tenor; and Kevin Days, bass. Each of them is featured in a solo with the chorus backing him up. Mary's is the Mascagni, and the one I've not introduced to you is Bob Brough's, is the Sanctus from St. Cecilia Mass of Gounod. Gounod was hugely devout. Matter of fact, the national anthem of the Vatican was written by Gounod. He was very prominent and very prominent in the church as well. And this St. Cecilia Mass, St. Cecilia being the patron saint of music, this Mass and this Sanctus movement is divine. And then ends with Rimsky-Korsakov's Russian Easter Overture, one of the great pieces of the Romantic era, considered, it's a stand-alone overture. A lot of overtures are the precursor to the bigger work. This overture was written to stand all by itself as a complete piece, and it is magnificent.